No Film School's coverage of NAB is brought to you by Shutterstock, where ideas take shape. Blackmagic Design, amazing solutions for film, post-production, and television. Big Stock, videos and images for everyone. Color Grading Central, professional color grading with Color Finale.
All right, so we're here with Les from ZGC and Cooke, and you guys have announced a anamorphic zoom, correct?
That's correct.
What can you tell us about that now?
We last year started delivering our new anamorphic prime lenses, and these are front anamorphic traditional lenses. In that, all the characteristics of traditional anamorphic, the bokeh, the distortion, we built that into it. It's what I call anamorphic funkiness. And the reason I think that's very popular is that digital images tend to be pretty sterile and pretty boring. So that's why I think there's this rush back to traditional anamorphic shooting to add some personality and some life to what is otherwise a pretty static, boring picture. The other zoom manufacturers that have come out with new anamorphic lenses, they've all been rear anamorphic lenses, and what that means is that they don't actually look anamorphic. They basically will cover the area, but they'll look spherical. Because if you want the funkiness, you have to do the anamorphic squeeze in front of the iris. That's just physics. So if you do it behind the iris, it's easier, but you don't get all the characteristics. And so, since none of my friends at the other manufacturers took up the call to do a true front anamorphic zoom, and Cooke, I know we've been doing primes for the last 15, 20 years, but before that we did zooms. The famous, the 20 to 100, 25 to 250, Cooke zooms set really the whole pace from the 70s to the 90s. So it's not like we don't know how to do zooms, and we're doing them again.
And so, what can you tell us about the lens in terms of the particulars? Do we know the focal length? Do you know the weight? Is it a 2x anamorphic squeeze, or what can you tell us about that?
The answer to all those questions is I do know the answers.
Okay.
But the only answer I'll tell you is it's going to be a 2x squeeze.
Okay.
The rest of the information we've decided at the moment to let our competitors stew a little bit and figure it out. But I will tell you it's in the same tradition of the Cooke 5 to 1 and 10 to 1. So we're not making, it's not a little 2 or 3 to 1 zoom lens. It'll be the lenses will be real production lenses, as they said.
And so how long would you like people to be stewing? I mean, is there a timeline?
There is a bet going on here on if I'll be able to survive the show without revealing some of that information. So far, I've made it.
It's day one.
I've made it through 5 hours, and nobody has beat me up too badly on not revealing it. Most people say, okay, but we'll see.
I mean, in terms of, do you have like a target ship date type of thing?
Yeah, we're aiming for the end of the year.
Okay.
On the first lens.
The first zoom.
Yeah.
Great, that's exciting. Well, I look forward to seeing some footage, and we'll stay tuned.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.